eruption there. Going back. Got 5 rounds in. No, 6 rounds. I like to do 12 rounds on the heavy bag. I don't always do that. I like to do it to simulate a full 12 rounds, which I know is a professional fight, which I won't be doing, but it's just good practice. Let's do some speed bag. That's all shoulders. You get it in the triceps. this little crate. Milk crate. Ah. Whew. That heavy bag, or that speed bag, the bag itself is really good, but the platform has got vibration to it. So I had to put a medicine ball up in there to help stop with the vibration. So, I mean, there's limitations in, you know, how well you can progress when it comes to your equipment. That I got another bag. I got 4 bags. I got Neverlast speed bag. I don't even remember where I got it from. And then the platform came with one that I would probably never use. And I got another Tidal bag, the small green one, which goes a little faster. So I just did 6 rounds on the heavy bag. I got an aqua bag. I'm in the market to get a heavy bag, a traditional heavy bag. I don't know what brand I want. I love Everlast, Ringside, Tidal, but I heard a lot of good things about the Nazo bag. So, you know, if anybody is using that or knows anything about it, let me know. Comment. Because a traditional bag is needed. You need a traditional bag. Let me get back on this speed bag. Let's see. Count it off. Whew, man, that is a workout. That wasn't quite 3 minutes. When I'm hitting it with this side, the blade of my hand. Sometimes I hit with the blade and then I switch to my knuckle. Blade, switch to my knuckle. And it vibrates the house. So I'm in my basement. My gym's in my basement. And when I'm hitting the speed bag and my wife's home, it drives her nuts. So I can't do it when she's home. So I got to get it in, you know, when she's at work. So I like to get it in. It's about 2 rounds. Let me do some of these my neck. This is just for strengthening your neck. It's about 5 or 8 pounds, something like that. You know, I'll do multiple rounds, up and down, left to right, circles. And I'll also wear it when I'm slipping. It strengthens all the muscles around your neck. So if you have any neck injuries or pain in your neck or your back and you do these, the pain will go away. You just got to do them every day. You just start off light, or maybe we'll do it for 30 seconds or 1 minute. I like to do it for 3. Do it round, or just up and down. And I like to switch up the speed, and I almost simulate like I'm bopping my head now to a song or something. I got a boxing background, so my workout is always going to be boxing. It's what I did as a kid throughout my teens. Did it in my early 20s. I never competed. I just went to the gym and sparred. So I always come back to my roots, what I know, what I like, what I love to do. And I'm telling you, when you start doing this, you could take a punch, you feel light, your head feels light, like you can move better. So I highly recommend this, even if you're not a boxer. If you just want, if you want like if you need to go to a physical therapist and you got neck issues, you can use this. I don't really have any pain. I'm fortunate. I don't have no pain in my body. I'm 42 years old. And I had a couple minor injuries. Broke a few bones, but nothing major. And I thank God for it, I'm grateful. Every day I feel like I'm 20 years old, and this is what keeps me youthful. So I recommend this type of workout over any other type of form of workout. Calisthenics obviously is my bread and butter. It's what I do. But boxing is like my soul. It's like it's how I express who I am. So when I feel alive the most is when I'm down here doing this, or when I'm in the gym, or when I step in the ring and I'm doing mitt work, pad work, or whatever. I'm sparring. Let me put another round on here. I don't really have a clock, so it's hard to judge it. I usually just use a clock. I just go until I start getting burnt out. Wasn't full round, but I got something to say. So I want to start doing. I'm doing TikTok too. So I tried doing a live on TikTok, but I couldn't because I need 50 followers. So any of my subscribers on YouTube, please go over to TikTok and follow me there or subscribe to me there so I can do some lives over there. Just trying to broaden my horizons here and just trying to put myself out on these platforms. Um, because I feel like I got something to show. I got something to, I got something that's value. It's value to me, and I think that it holds value because it's something that's real. And I think many people love boxing. They love working out. So if y'all could do me that favor, I highly appreciate it, and it would be cool, y'all. Let me put another. Let me do this. When I do side to side, I like to just go one way and back to the center. One way, back to the center. Go that way, that way. You could go both. I like to go this way. Then I like to look down and up. Cross down like a diagonal and then up to that side. So I'm hitting all. I like to rotate. And when you turn, you want to turn with your chin. Like you're trying to push your chin over there. Right? So you're doing it strong. All right? Just like when you're doing anything else, when you're doing a bicep curl, you're really trying to concentrate the curl. You're doing the same thing here. All right, you're looking over and you're really pushing through with your chin. So like if somebody's trying to stop you, you're still pushing. Same thing on this side, and the same thing when you go up. Try to keep your vision without getting all rattled. Try to stay focused on one thing when you're doing it. Yeah, it's really good for your neck. Builds strength. If you're a fighter, it builds strength, or you can develop a strong chin, so you can take shots. It helps with when you're slipping. If you have a maze bag and the bag is here, instead of just moving your whole body or moving your feet to get out of the way, you just move your head because it strengthens all the muscles. You're able to move better. You can move your head. It's stronger. Yeah, a lot of athletes use these. A lot of pros. But yeah, I'm in my basement and I, you know, turned it into a gym little by little. I always had the bag for a long time. I had my double end bag, so I didn't have the mat. So I got mats. I had a weight bench. I had a treadmill. I got a stationary bike. I got a total gym. I got all the accessories. I got some dumbbells, some weights, a little stand over there. I got rings. I got a chin up bar here. Um, yeah. So if you guys are just tuning in, I'm just giving you a little brief overall overview um, of who I am, what I do. I make fitness videos, boxing, calisthenics, all that, and um, I like to bring you guys some footage. Um, and I walk around my neighborhood and I walk down the hill and I do some shadow boxing, some working out down there, some push ups and whatnot. Um, because I like being out. I like being out in nature. I like breathing the air. So you see my videos, you can go scroll through my videos and see what I do, see what you like, and then you can give me some suggestions. People start giving me some suggestions. I need to start bringing you, you know, just more footage, more ideas. Keep it innovative, you know, keep it growing. You know, I'm trying to make the YouTube thing big. You know, I'm trying to make it be an influencer on YouTube. You know, um, I also got this is a really cool piece of equipment I got over here. It's an agility ladder, but in the shape of a circle. It comes in a pouch. It's like $30. It's called the Webby Agility Trainer Pro. And got a nice little carrying case. So everything that you could do with an agility ladder, now you could do, you know, circular, right? You could practice your footworks, right? Your in and outs, right? Now in this stance right here, when when your front foot's in, now you're fighting long range. When you come in, now I'm close. You know, my opponent's right there with me. We're close. We're infighting, right? Now I'm keeping them. Now I got the center of the ring, and I'm keeping him at bay, right? Right. I'm using my footwork. Right? I'm keeping him at bay, right? I'm keeping the center of the ring, and now, you know, now I got him up against the ropes, and that's how I use it in my mind. That's how I train with it. Now I got him up against the ropes. He's trying to go to this corner, right? He's going over here. He's going to that corner, right? So it's a very good tool, and if you wanted to, you could put a double end bag right in the middle. So your double end bag is there. You could practice your footwork with your shots, hitting the double end bag. You could put it under the heavy bag. You could work around the heavy bag. Boom, your heavy bag's right here. Boom, boom, you're working the heavy bag right in the center. So this thing right here is it's a really, really good piece of equipment. All right, well, I think that's it. Thank y'all for tuning in. And I'll see y'all in the next one. I'll be posting a video hopefully tonight. It's getting a little late. 6 o'clock, almost 6 o'clock where I'm at. But yeah, that's like a little, that's the gym. I got the treadmill. I got a 10-pound weighted vest that I wear. You know, I got my inspiration. You know, he's been my inspiration for many, many years since I was a kid. Got Tyson over there. I've been watching his fight since I was a kid. You gotta have the greatest on the wall. Right? And on my wish list, I got that. That's Annapurna. I don't know if y'all can see it. That's a mountain in Nepal. The Himalayan mountains that I want to climb. I like to hike too. There's my shelf. And all my whatnot. Got my 2 double end bags. I don't have them in right now because this bladder is starting to fail. It's, you know, getting old. And this, when I put new bladders in here, but I could never tie it off right again. Got my chalk bag here, so when I do my rings, I got this elastic band. You know, I do certain things with that. Got the chin-up bar. I got these angles 90s that I use for, you know, different grip when I work out my grip. Got that's the speed bag. Got a slam ball. Got 2 medicine balls. That's a real old medicine ball. That's Everlast. That's a nice one, but I slammed it so much that it's flat. You know, I got the rollers, got the knuckles for doing the push-ups. You know, so when you do a push-up, it's on your knuckles and it's right there. Got the Total Gym. Got the mats down. Here's my weights. Got my slip bag here. I use my slip bag. And just the weights that I use. And I got my bow staff. I like to work out with the bow staff for stretching. And I got some makeshift swords there that I like to fool around with. Got the mirror. And then I got my slip line over here that I got connected, which is I really like because it's on carabiners. And when I want to use it, I can just take this off. It's hard to do it with one hand. Every content creator says that, right? It's hard to do it with one hand. So I'll just pull it across. As you can see, there's a hook right here. I got it nice and tight. And there you go. Now I can slip the whole length of my basement. Almost, it's like 27 feet. So I'll be doing videos with that if y'all like to see that. But I do it just because it's part of my training. So yeah. All right, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate y'all.